All right, let's get into it. Today, we're not just going to talk about cybersecurity. We're actually going to build something, a fortress, your digital fortress. The goal here is to take your computer from, this wide open field into a really well-defended castle. And we're going to do it with some simple but super powerful security ideas. Ready? Let's dive in. So first things first, I've got a question for you. How strong are your digital walls right now? I mean, really think about it. Are we talking solid stone walls, or is it more like a flimsy picket fence? Because, just knowing where you stand, that's always the first step to building something stronger. Okay, so any good fortress has layers, right? Multiple lines of defense. And ours is going to be just like that. We're going to build this thing in 3 key layers. First up is the outer wall. That's all about safe browsing. Then we've got the gatekeepers. This is where we get smart about our software. And finally, we'll secure the inner sanctum, the device itself. All right, let's start with layer 1, the outer wall. This is your first line of defense. It's all about how you deal with the wider internet, because honestly, that's where most of the trouble starts. So think of these practices as the guards patrolling your outer wall. They're simple habits, but they're absolutely crucial. First, always, confirm those user prompts before you install anything. Don't just mindlessly click yes. Second, scan every single thing you download for malware, every time. Third, use some kind of content filtering. It can automatically block nasty sites before you even get to them. And maybe most importantly, always check for HTTPS in the address bar. That little s is a big deal. So what makes that HTTPS happen? It's something called a digital certificate. The easiest way to think about it is like a website's official ID or passport. It proves the site is legit, that it's really who it claims to be. Plus, it enables the encryption that keeps your communication private. So yeah, if your browser ever throws up a warning about a certificate, that is a huge red flag. Pay attention to that. Okay, on to layer 2, the gatekeepers. This is where we control what gets inside. We've secured the outer wall, and now we're standing at the castle gates. Every single program you decide to install, that's like you, the gatekeeper, deciding to let a visitor into your fortress. And this is where you have to be really picky. Look at the difference here. On one side, you've got your trusted sources, the actual manufacturers, official app stores, reputable vendors. That's the safe stuff. On the other side, you've got sketchy websites and peer-to-peer networks. Those places are just crawling with malware. You really have to know who you're opening the gate for. And this whole process, this being selective, it has a name: software vetting. It's your job as the gatekeeper. Before you install anything, you gotta ask the tough questions. Is this from a source I trust? What are people saying about it online? And wait a minute, does this calculator app really need access to my contacts? You're the one doing the vetting. You're in charge. And this leads to a really simple but powerful idea. The less stuff you have installed, the safer you are. We call this reducing your attack surface. Just think about it. Every single program is another potential door, another window into your fortress. So when you uninstall software you're not using, you're not just cleaning up, you're literally bricking up potential ways for attackers to get in. All right, we've secured the outer walls, and we're vetting everyone at the gates. Now it's time for layer 3, the inner sanctum. This is the heart of the fortress, your device itself. If somehow a threat makes it past our first 2 layers, this is our last and most critical line of defense. So meet your device's personal bodyguard, the host firewall. The good news is, most operating systems already have one built right in. Its job is pretty straightforward. It stands guard and checks out all the network traffic trying to come in, and it just flat out blocks anything that's not on the approved list. It's like a bouncer for your computer's connection. Now, if the firewall is the bouncer at the door, then anti-malware software is like the elite patrol team inside the fortress. It's not just waiting for trouble, it's actively hunting for it. It's constantly scanning, looking for any threats, viruses, ransomware, you name it, that might have been smuggled past the other defenses, and then it neutralizes them. It's a hunter, not just a guard. And to wrap up the inner sanctum, we've got the essentials, the crown jewels really. First, strong, unique passwords. Seriously, these are the keys to the kingdom, so make them good. Second, updates. Update your OS, update your apps, do it regularly. These updates patch up the holes that attackers love to find. And finally, don't forget about the real world. Physical security matters. A simple cable lock can stop the whole fortress from just walking away. Okay, we have built our 3 layers of defense. The fortress is designed. So now, what you say, we put it to the test. Let's see how strong these defenses really are. I've got a few questions to help lock in everything we've just covered. You ready? Okay, first question for you. Which one of these is least likely to stop malware from getting installed on your machine? Your options are A, anti-malware software, B, safe browsing habits, C, a strong password, or D, keeping everything patched and updated. Which one is the odd one out? Go ahead and think it over.
If you said C, strong passwords, you got it. And here's the key difference. A password protects access. It's the lock on the front door, but it doesn't do anything to stop a malicious package you willingly carry through that door. Once a bad file is inside, the password's job is already done. Stopping that file is a job for your other defenses, like anti-malware and safe browsing.
All right, next up, let's go back to that idea of reducing the attack surface. Sealing up all those extra doors and windows in our fortress. So, which of these actions directly does that? Is it A, using multi-factor authentication, B, installing antivirus, C, removing unnecessary software, or D, creating strong passwords?
Yep, the answer is C, removing unnecessary software. It's really the most direct way to do it. The logic is just super simple. Fewer programs means fewer potential vulnerabilities. Fewer doors for an attacker to try and break down. It just makes your whole fortress smaller and way easier to defend.
Last question, and this one goes right to the heart of our gatekeeper layer. When you're about to install a new piece of software, what is the single most important thing you need to confirm? Is it A, that the software is free, B, if it's compatible with Linux, C, that it's from a legitimate, trusted source, or D, that a coworker recommended it? And the answer, of course, is C. You have to know it comes from a legitimate, trusted source. Look, a coworker's recommendation is great, and who doesn't love free stuff? But your job as the gatekeeper is to check IDs at the door. Where did this come from? Is it official? That's your number one priority every single time.
So, that's the blueprint, your digital fortress in a nutshell. You've got layer 1, the outer wall, securing your browsing. Layer 2, the gatekeepers, vetting your software. And layer 3, the inner sanctum, protecting your actual device. It's a powerful framework.
And I want to leave you with this final thought. You have the blueprint now. You can see the fortress clearly in your mind. So take a hard look at your actual digital life. Based on everything we just talked about, what's the one weak link? What's the one part of your fortress that you need to go and strengthen today?